Hi everyone and Assalamualaikum. This video topic is about job satisfaction as a part-time worker among students of contemporary Islamic studies at UiTM Shah Alam. Generally, in Malaysia, it's common thing for students, for young people, or for teenagers to work as a part-time worker before they get pursuing their studies, before they get into university, or before they get a permanent job. Basically, under Employment Act 1955, part-time worker defined as employee whose average hour of work per week as agreed between him and his employer are more than 30% but not more than 70%. The example of job of part-time worker such as boutique assistants, promoter, rider delivery, waiter at a fast food restaurant, and many more. But do they satisfied with their job as a part-time worker? In our research is to identify among SC students who have experience as a part-time worker regarding the job satisfaction. We're using a quantitative method which is a questionnaire survey. Randomly we got about 61 respondents among halal and muamalat students. And we found that 16.4% did not have any experience working as a part-time worker. It shows that most of them have an experience as a part-time worker. So in this video, we want to focus about 3W, which is wages, workload, and welfare. So let's move on to the next video.
I used to be a cashier until the dream turned into a nightmare. I was doing fine, doing well.
Okay, what is wages? Wages is kind of reward, salary, or bonus, or in another meaning, a payment from the employer to the employee. Wages are lawful when the work to be done is lawful. So basically, part-timers should also receive wages and salary because they also contribute their works and efforts towards the company. As stated in Surah An-Nisa, verse 32, for men, there is a reward for what they have earned, and for women, there is a reward for what they have earned. Payment of wages and salary should be equal with the work given, and the employer should not be discrimination in terms of races, religion, or gender. In our research, we have found out that 78.4% from the total respondents are totally satisfied with the wages given, but 13.7% from the students choose no regarding the timely payment of wages. Maybe this is because of the employer who is irresponsibility to pay the wages in punctual time. Okay, next in the aspect of contract of agreement regarding the salary and wages. Positively, most of the employers doing their job responsibility by giving an exact amount of wages as mentioned in the contract. About 84.3% from the total respondents totally agree and receive the exact amount of wages, which it will lead to increase their job satisfaction and motivation. In our research, we also asked the respondent about you think the wages given by the employer is suitable with the job scope, and literally we found out that about 39.4% still in hesitated, 13.7% choose no, and 56.9% choose yes. It shows that the part-timer also receive the good treatment and fairly treatment from their employer. In summary, we could conclude that the SC students at UiTM Shah Alam who have experience as a part-time worker are totally satisfied with the wages and salary given by their company, even though they only work as a part-time worker.
My name is Diyana Syahirah binti Ismahdi. I will share about job satisfaction as a part-time worker among students in aspect of workload. So what is workload? In Cambridge Dictionary state, workload is the amount of work to be done, especially by a particular person or machine in a period of time. So we know workload is a task to be done by employer or employee. Workload that given must not burn himself. The hour and condition of work must be appropriate even though he is a part-time worker. Too much workload will lead to the stress, and if the employee feels stressed with the work given by employer, it will lead to dissatisfaction towards the organization. Workload that being given by employer or supervisor should not be burned to employee when they get their task. So based on our analysis, we can know that 78.4% said that they not feel burned with the work given by the employer. So here we can see that they feel satisfied with the task given. Okay, next, our survey, we also ask if their work given according to their job scope. Based on this pie chart, we can see that 68.6% they get their task or job according to their job scope. So here we can reduce they feel stress while doing their job. Based on this survey too, majority of respondents, which is 52.9%, they said they did not feel stress with the work given. So it may be because their work or task or job given as a job scope. Not only that, as a good supervisor, if they see their worker or employee did not or cannot do their task by himself, he must lend help to them and guide them very well. Based on this survey too, we can see that majority of respondents, which is 84.3%, they get their help from their supervisor. So we know that the supervisor play a role and responsibility as a supervisor to guide them. Lastly, employee and employer must in a good relationship in order to gain satisfied and increase their performance while working together. So in conclusion, we know that workload that being given to employee must not be burned and cannot be give stress to them. And if they need help, the supervisor must help them. That's all. Thank you.
Nice to know ya. Let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. Yeah, I'm Nurul Wahidah Binti Ilias. So I will proceed with the last W, which is welfare. So basically, welfare is a statutory procedure or social effort designed to promote the basic physical and material well-being of people in need, including the rest and leisure. It is considered as the basic rights of employment. So what I want to share after this is based on our survey that had been conducted among the Academy of Contemporary Islamic Studies students from UiTM Shah Alam, which have an experience having their part-time working. So there will be three main point that I want to focus in this aspect, which is the first one is rest day. The second one is regarding with the health and life insurance, and the last one is the facilities and basic amenities. Okay, we go to the first point, which is rest day. By referring to the data that we gain from the survey conducted, there are about 96.1% from the total respondents gain their rest day by their organisation. I think it is a positive result that we have got because mostly of the respondents gain their rights as an employee. Then, for your information, all the part-timer has their rights to get annual leave, rest day, and also the sick leave. It has been stated in the employment part-time employees regulations 2010 in Employment Act 1955 under Section 9. It is stated that all part-time employees shall be entitled to a rest day in each week if he works 5 days or more with total working hours not less than 24 hours in a week. So, based on this statement, it can explain that every part-time workers have their own rights to get rest day, like the other employee, which is the permanent workers, at least 1 day in a week. Then we go to the second point, which is regarding with the health and life insurance. There are about 66.7% from the total respondents say that the organisation did not provide any health or life insurance during their part-time working. I think it is maybe to their working period because usually as a part-timer, usually their working period is just in a short time. So maybe the organisation think that it is not a crucial thing, it's crucial for them to provide the life or health insurance for the part-timer. But it is still health and or life insurance is one of the crucial things that need to be taken care in every employment. Not only that, the employer must ensure that every employees receive a safe workplace condition with hygienic without any hazards in order to avoid or prevent from any unexpected incidents from happening. Last but not least, is sufficient and good facilities and basic amenities also must be provided in every organisation. I have been listed about 5 main crucial facilities and basic amenities, which are restroom, and then prayer room, canteen and pantry, changing room or locker, and also the drinking water. From the survey conducted, there are more than half of the respondents said that all the 5 main facilities had been provided by the organisation. Okay, we can refer from the article from the corporate social responsibilities in Islam. It is mentioned that it is a religious and moral responsibilities of employers to take care the overall welfare, good working conditions, and suitable work and brotherly treatment should be provided to the workers. So as for the conclusion, there are 3 main rights that should be provided or fulfilled by the employers towards their employees, including the part-timer that we have already mentioned just now, which is wage, in the aspect of wage, workload, and the last one in the aspect of welfare. It should be maintained in order to protect a good employment relationships. When the employees feel satisfied with the organizations, it may increase and boosting or enhance their productivity and performance in doing their works, and at the same time it may bring to the positive impact to the companies and organizations developments. So I think that's all from us. Thank you for watching.